Wednesday the 15th of June 2016. The weather is a little bit ropey this morning. It's spitting a little bit, but I think some sun's going to come out, so it's difficult to know what to wear. So I'm just wearing a hard shell jacket and some bib tights, but the problem is that the midges are attracted to dark clothing and I'm wearing dark clothing, so it should be okay on the bike, but I'll have to get changed later. So at least I've got dry kit now. So it's been a good reset, so my legs feel good, I don't feel quite so fatigued, so I'm going to get on the road today. Going to head towards Salem and around, I don't know if to stop at Resipole campsite or not, I don't know, because it's only 8 miles away. So I fancy doing a bit of riding today, so I may end up in Kilcohen. So I'm going to go up to the hotel, connect to the Wi-Fi, and then plan a little bit of a route now, I think. So yeah. So the midges are out in full force this morning. It's drizzly, it's warm, it's moist and damp. So I've just got to a nature hide. So have a look at this. So there's a nature hide here, and you can see, normally see seals and all sorts of wildlife. There's a little island. So the hide is there, and then there's a little island there, and that's where the seals hang out. And apparently some of the seal pups are born around this time of the year. So let's go and have a look. So I'm just following a bit of a trail. This is what I thought Scotland would be off road. Nice and gentle paths. We need to take a right to the wildlife hide. So there's a bit of a climb up here, lovely view. Check this out, guys. Trying to be quiet if I can, because I don't want to scare any wildlife, but I'm sure I will be. This is pretty damn cool. Hopefully the bike won't go through it because of the weight on it. So this is the view from the hide. That was a nice stop at the wildlife place. Got back on the bike, it's starting to brighten up a little bit. Got talking to a couple from Manchester way. Mentioned that you lived in Denton, Alan. They know the area really well. The chap was into cycling, and he said that apparently on the back of road signs you've got the OS symbols, which is pretty cool. I'm just going to pull in here because there's a car coming. So yeah, on the back apparently there's OS good references, so I can use the phone if I'm not sure where I am too much to locate myself. So that's a really cool little tip to know. So if you're out in the car, you get lost, then have a look at the OS good reference symbols on the road signs. But anyway, I'm going to get back to doing some cycling, so catch you all in a bit. So it's really undulating today, trying to get up these damn hills, but then you have some nice descents as well. Whew. So it's a case of pedalling like fuck up the hills and then enjoying the descents and the views, so it makes them all worthwhile. Some nice views this morning again. I'm spoiled, the sun's coming out a little bit. So there's loads of these kind of like roads like this around here, hardly any traffic. This is the campsite where I was going to stay, Vesipoli. I think I misjudged the distance a little bit, but that's the site which I was going to stay at. It's a lovely place, but it's only around 11 o'clock, so I think I'm just going to carry on to the next campsite. I think it'll save me a few quid as well. But yeah, it's lovely. So maybe I'll come back here. So these crab things are for sale, £8.50 each. I don't know what you'd use it for. To catch crabs, or would it be something for gardening? I don't know. So Kilcowan is 18 miles away, so that's where my campsite's going to be, and then I can get the boat across in the morning. I think that's what the plan's going to be. I've got a bit of a mechanical going on. My cleats were really worn out from last week, and I've got a set of Allen keys, but the metal bits, the threads have been kind of like sheared off, so I can't get the cleats off, which means I either have to change into my other shoes, which aren't particularly comfy on the pedals, or just put up with it and wait until I get to Mull. I think there's a couple of bike shops, so the plan would be to either get a new pair of cycling shoes, which I think would be expensive, or try and get a set of mountain bike or just standard pedals. I'm sure there'll be some shops which hire bikes out, so you know, if I offer them 10-20 quid, I'm sure they'll take it, and if I explain what I'm doing and stuff. So fingers crossed. I'm about 10 miles away from Kilcowan campsite. There's a car coming, so let's get off the road a little bit. So yeah, it's about 10 miles to get there. It's a lot of hills. Problem is that my foot's becoming unclipped and stuff, so I'm resting my foot on the pedal, and it's not good when you're coming up gradients like this. So there's a lot of climbing, and when your foot's coming out, it's no good at all. I'm doing a pretty tough climb here. I've now realised my gearing is just definitely not suited for Scotland. I'm still enjoying it, it's a real challenge, but Jesus Christ, it's hard work. So I can feel my heart rate like going boof, 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 boof on these climbs. Some of them I'm stopping halfway up and then trying to get back on, or just pushing a little bit. It's just too hard with the weight on the back. So the descents are absolutely fantastic, but it's just getting up the hills. So you're kind of rewarded, and you can have a bit of a recovery. So I'm about 6 or 7 miles away from Kilcowan. Both my clips on my pedals, on my SPD pedals, are bust, so I can't clip in, so I have to rest my feet on them. So that's making it harder because my feet are slipping and the pedals going up the hill. So I need to get some mountain bike or just normal flat pedals. If not, I can go to a hardware shop on Tobermory maybe. Maybe they've got a drill or something. I'll just have to go to Tobermory on Mull and then see what I can find. Ask someone or something, see what I can do. Right, I'm going to crack on. 5-6 kilometres to get to the campsite, and then I'll decide if I'm going to stay there the night or head on to Tobermory. The only thing is though, it's pretty windy and it looks like it's going to piss it down, so I don't particularly fancy riding up hills without any cleats and stuff on Mull, because some of them are serious. So yeah, I'll review it in a few miles time, I think. So this is the top of the climb. Great views. Let's make it a little bit. There's a sign that it's going to be windy when you see one of these things. So yeah, it's windy. I just hope I don't get a headwind, especially going uphill as well. Check this out. So I'm heading up into the hills and then back down, so there should be a really cool descent. But yeah, it doesn't seem too bad, but I don't know where it goes to. I think it snakes around the back there. What a view! This is a great climb, this is. I'm getting tired, so I think I need some more food, some carbs. So we stopped at the side of the road in the middle of nowhere. Still got some climbing to do, but yeah, I'm hungry now, so time to refuel. Tell you what, Heinz vegetable soup with a packet of Doritos and dip the Doritos in the soup is really nice. I'm quite surprised actually. It's quite a nice lunch that. I'm not sure how many miles I've got to go to the campsite. I reckon 4 or 5 maybe, but the hard miles. The wind's picking up a lot. You can feel the temperature's dropped a little bit. So I think it's probably advisable to get to camp and then chill out a bit and then on to Tobermory tomorrow. Every time I've been to Mull, it's always pissed it down with rain, so I think the weather's supposed to be quite good for tomorrow, so I think I might do that instead. I think hopefully get a bit of sunshine and then yeah, see what to do on Tobermory tonight maybe. I think there's Wi-Fi in this place. I don't know how good, but I can get a map out and stuff like that, because it's I've got the paper maps, so I can work it out hopefully. We've got a sheep in the road. Hello Mr. Sheepen. Is it Mummy Sheepen? Oh, we've got a car. See you in a bit. That's the climb I've just come up. Still got a bit further to go. I've got no idea around the corner what to expect, so not too far away, but it is very remote. Not seen a car for ages. Really remote. You've got trees and that's it really, but it's brilliant. The roads aren't too bad here actually. A bit bumpy, but I think Coventry's worse than here. Just have to be careful not to drop my phone. The winds are picking up a little bit, not too far away. I've just bumped into the German couple, and isn't the world a small place? So yeah, the German couple who I met last night stopped to the side of the road and gave me a bounty. They said you might need this. So that's really cool actually. And then I saw the other guy on the tuk-tuk. I overtook him at the cafe, which was pretty funny. So yeah, it's a small world, isn't it? I'm in the middle of nowhere, and then the people from the campsite I saw, and then I also saw an Irish chap as well who I've been talking to. He passed me as well, so I'll probably see them in Aviemore or wherever I end up going. So anyway, I want to crack on because it's getting bloody freezing, so I'll check in once I get to the airport. What am I on about? The campsite. See you in a bit. The descent into the campsite is insane. I think all this timing which I've been doing has meant that I'm coming downhill to the waterside where the campsite's in. It's amazing. It was like twisty roads, but there's no real traffic on them, so I've still kept an eye out because there's been some blind hills and stuff like that. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. Just trying to find the campsite. I've seen one which is near the shore. There's another one which apparently has a bit of Wi-Fi, so the campsite is seriously remote. Trying to find it. It said half a mile down the track, but I don't know. We'll keep on going for a little bit. and if not, we can turn around. Some sheep. Hello sheepy. Yeah, here's the campsite. Ah, this looks cute. This looks good. This will do. It's not a bad view, is it? Oh, look at that. Fantastic. So this is a view which as it looks absolutely stunning. In the night, so where I'm going to pitch. It's a little bit more sheltered up here. Let me show you. So I'm thinking up here, so I can walk down to the beach at night, have my hot chocolate down there, and then when I decide to go to bed, I've got a little bit of shelter. So I think that's where I'm going to pitch my tent. Plus I can lock my bike up there. Not bad, I'll probably get stolen, but yeah, I think that would be a nice place to pitch. It's pretty damn windy, to be honest, so I've just pitched the tent in the shelter, to be honest. So nice trees, hopefully not anyway. So yeah, it's a little bit more sheltered where I am. As I said before, it would have been nice to go down there, but the wind is coming from that direction and it's coming off the water, so I thought shelter would be the best thing to do. So I wonder what these magic eggs do. Maybe I should get some nice in the morning. It might give me some extra wattage. Hello sheepies. You look nice and warm, don't you? Hello sheepies. You've got a nice shelter there, haven't you? Meh. This is absolutely lovely. So this is my view tonight. I'm just sat in a I don't know, a hut of some kind. It's got Wi-Fi, it's got a couple of plug sockets so I can get myself charged up so I can let everyone know where I am. But yeah, look at this view. The sun's coming out now. Start of the day, I thought that I'd be in my tent, and now I'm sat in a caravan. Met a guy called Frank, and he's invited me to watch the footy. And yeah, so that's the thing with travelling, is that you never know who you're going to meet. And I'm sat in this nice warm caravan and watching the football. Didn't have to get the gas fire out, and I've used the microwave instead. So
There's no midges.
and there's no midges in here either. So yeah, happy days. Yes, it's been interesting at the campsite. Met a guy called Frank who's from Merseyside, and he's interested in like funguses and stuff like that, like mushrooms and stuff. And then he went on to say in the 60s in Liverpool he used to have magic mushrooms, and he used to know a friend called Budgie who was like off his tits on magic mushrooms all the time, and all this acid and stuff. And he said that he was a middle class kind of guy, and he invited two Jehovah's Witnesses into his house and put some LSD in some tea. And when his parents came back to the house, they were found on top of the roof playing golf, using the guttering as kind of like the holes. And apparently, like, the Jehovah's Witnesses thought that they were going to like a middle class house, which it was, but the son was into taking drugs, and yeah, he put drugs in the Jehovah's Witnesses tea, and they started seeing God and stuff like that, and yeah, pretty messed up. So I'm not sure what to do, if to go to Tobermory tomorrow or not. I don't know. This site is like really nice. That's the thing, you just don't know what's going to happen when you're travelling around on your own and you just get talking to people. So I don't know, I might watch a match at Frank's Caravan at 2 o'clock. So there's Frank's Caravan. He hired it out and stuff. One of his friends let him down, and yeah, he does hill walking and stuff like that. Well, it's about 5 o'clock in the morning. Went to sleep at about 12 and woken up pretty chilly this morning. 5 o'clock in the morning, just woken up, pretty chilly, and it's been raining, so because I've been staying in wooden huts for the last couple of days, I haven't noticed the noise, but it's been quite windy tonight actually. So I think I might get up, have a piss, and then go back into my tent for an hour because it's raining as well. Morning everyone, so it's about 5 o'clock in the morning. I went to bed about 12 and it's been really windy, so I've woken up early, needed to go to the toilet and just enjoy the view, but the weather's a little bit rainy this morning. It was quite fresh in the night, to be honest. So it's about 6 o'clock now. I might try and get an hour's sleep. I feel pretty tired, but there's no midges around this morning, which is good, and there was no midges last night really. There's one in the tent which annoyed me a little bit, but I was pretty tired, so I slept pretty well overall until I woke up at 5:30 this morning. You could probably hear the tents flapping around, so, and it's raining as well, so it's quite noisy. I just had a flashback to last week and how Alan was obsessed with weights on bikes. What he does is weighs everything on scales and writes the weight on the item in like little writing in black pen. He said he was also known to have gone to shops to buy clothes and that kind of thing, and then weigh it with a set of scales. So yeah, it's quite funny. So I know roadies are obsessed with weight and stuff, but Audax riders and tourers can kind of be obsessed with weight too.